Hey YouTube, this is Tony, and today I have an update on my Sinanju from G Systems. I have moved on and completely painted up the torso, so rather than showing you individual steps, I just thought I would talk you through it now. So I guess the main thing you can see here is for the emblem, I decided to go for a silver rather than a gold. I just found that gold looked a little bit dated. I wanted something a little bit more modern. I'm not a fan of gold either. So I've gone through with silver. I feel that it'll also tie in quite nicely with some of the other parts of the kit. The emblem was definitely the biggest challenge. I tried doing reverse washes, other kinds of, and I ended up just settling for good old-fashioned masking with silly putty. For the actual paint job, I've gone for a Vallejo Ferrari Red, just like my last kit. But what I've done here is rather than trying to tone it down, I've gone for just the straightforward vanilla Ferrari Red, and for the pre-shade I just did a slightly darker tone of that same red. If I zoom in here, you'll notice I've also done some washes just in black, and I've also taken a stab at doing a little bit of, let's see if I can get it to focus. I've done a little bit of damage or other scuffing, so you'll see over here just a few little bits and bobs where I've scuffed it slightly, and I just feel it adds a little bit more realism to it. So the scuffing is done with just dry brushing with silver, also with a bit of black. I don't want to do too much, but that's my first shot at doing weathering. I've also painted the inner frame. I've just gone for a gunmetal. I'll also do a bit of washes on there, but I'm not going to go crazy. There are certain components of the frame as well that are going to be a darker color, so I've gone for a black gunmetal, and I'll attach those later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of the head, if you remember from my last video, I noticed that there was no rotation on the head, but you actually have very little room, and I just found that you can literally just rotate it side to side, and that's definitely good enough. For the head, it's actually pretty cool. They've got like some sort of metal components under there. Rather than using the spring provided, I ended up using some brass pins or brass wire, and just so that I could bend it into the shape that I wanted. And then the same again along the waist. They have also these little metal components. The decals are really cool. So these are the Waterslide Decals. I've really chuffed with those. If you've gone for any of the master grade kits or the perfect grade kits, they generally give you these dry transfers, which are a real pain to apply. If you mess it up, that's it. You have to scratch it off and throw it away. You can't really recover it. At least with the Waterslide Decals, you can move them around and position them, which is really cool. So that is the entire torso. Also a little bit of weathering and hand painting there. And yeah, so the next step now is going to continue on to the skirt. I still need to do that from scratch. I need to do, completely wash those up. And get started on that. Anyway, if you like the video or like what I'm working on, please give the video a like. Any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.